My name is Matthew Parsons with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here today with our local insurance expert, Mr. Earl McClelland, with AllState.
Yeah.
And what particular office are you with?
I work with Karen Teske in her north office.
Okay, all right. Are there more than one office?
She has two in Knoxville. Yeah, one on west and west on Pike.
Okay, all right, awesome. Now, Earl, when my clients are going through the home buying process, they get under contract, and then they have their home inspections. And after they're done with their home inspections, we are waiting on the bank to give us an appraisal. And it's usually during this time that my clients are going to reach out to the insurance company to find out a little bit more about what they need in order to get homeowners insurance. So what can you tell me? What kind of stuff do they need to have ready?
Well, of course, we're going to obviously want to know the property address, and so we can check it out too, because we got to see what we're dealing with. And then we need to know who's going to be on the policy, birth dates, that kind of thing, driver's licenses. A lot of times people will say driver's license for a homeowner policy, but actually driver's license, I think all companies ask for that. It tells us a little bit about you, and and actually insurance is personal anyway, so it doesn't really matter what kind of cars you drive or what kind of house you live in. What matters is you. So we're going to be checking you out.
Okay.
So they all do.
And what are some of the are there different levels of policies that a person can get?
Mm-hmm. Now, the good thing, most states, Tennessee also being one of them, the Commissioner of Insurance has most of the policies, no matter which company you talk to, they're going to be similar in all their coverages. They want it to be uniform so that you don't come across somebody that's trying to pull some kind of fast one on something.
Sure. Like, hey, this particular policy actually doesn't cover floods or whatever.
Or whatever, yeah.
Actually, is flood's a bad example? Let's talk about
flood
insurance.
That is a bad example.
Because why?
You can only purchase it. You can purchase it through those companies, but it's from the federal government.
Okay.
And generally, people only buy it if they're in a flood zone.
Right.
Generally.
Right.
But now the way the rain's been, probably everybody wants.
It feels like everybody's in a flood zone.
Everybody wants policy.
But isn't the reality that most of Knoxville, and again, not all, right? Obviously, we want you to reach out to somebody like Earl to figure out exactly where they fall.
Right.
But most of Knoxville is not actually having to carry a separate flood insurance.
No.
That's
fair? Real rare. Yeah, that's very fair.
Okay.
It's rare that I ever do a flood policy.
Okay. So, Earl, next question. What kind of things can a person expect when it comes to premiums and things like that regarding their homeowners insurance?
Well, and honestly, if I were them, I would check out several different companies. I really would, because same house, I've seen premiums. People have come to me that maybe it was $2,000 a year, and some other company was only $500. And it's really, sometimes it's that big of a difference.
Sure.
So you need to be checking. Now, I will tell you, one of the really good places to check, not realtors do,
right?
But I think the stage where you're going to find out, who should I go talk to, is talk to the mortgage people, because they know because they're the ones who have to get that information so that they can start the process with the loan. And the bad thing is your loan to ratio has to be so much.
Right.
So if your insurance is going to be $2,000, that monthly payment might be too much for your. So they're going to try to find. So the point of it is the mortgage company people, they know which companies in town are the most reasonable priced.
Sure.
So
how much of an impact though would something like bundling have on the price, right?
Yeah.
So if I've already got my if I've already got my auto insurance through you, and I'm avoiding mayhem. There you go. I like
that's good.
So your my auto policy is with you. Am I going to see a benefit for having my homeowner's insurance through you as well?
Oh, absolutely. Most companies, anywhere from 20 to 30% off the premium just because you have your auto, for no other reason than because you have your auto. And it's interesting too, because there are some companies that the auto is just crazy competitive, and for some reason, and partly because they only did auto to begin with, but now they've come. And homeowners is so much a part of us that now they've got homeowner companies, but their company price is for home is way high. So we're finding that your average run-of-the-mill companies that you have heard of all your life, most of them have a really good bundled price compared to the companies who are extremely inexpensive on auto for some reason.
Right.
Because their homeowner's so high. So
right. Okay.
There's not a good reason to bundle in that situation.
Right.
But the average company, bundle every time.
Yeah. So those cut rate insurance, auto insurance commercials. I see them on TV all the time.
Right.
All the time. But in those circumstances, I'm not going to see any kind of savings on
You're really
the flip
not.
side.
You're honestly
for
not.
my homeowners.
In general, that's what I've discovered.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got homeowners, you've got auto. What else do you guys provide here at Karen Teske AllState office here?
Well, of course, not only do we have all the different other products that you can purchase. People are going to buy boats and motorcycles and umbrella policies, which is excessive liability in case you want higher liability limits. All those kinds of things. We sell all the products. We have a life specialist here that helps even in financial planning for the future, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool to work here. It's a great place to be. But you know, one of the things I think you need to think about when you're trying to decide about an agent, no matter who it is, no matter what company it is, even within our company, within AllState, every agency is a little different on how they do things. And I think we run a pretty tight ship. And just for example, I kind of have a rule where if you call me about something, you know, I'm not going home until you and I talk again. You know, we just don't do that.
Right.
Let's get it resolved now, or let's find the price now, or whatever it is you were asking me. Most of us, you know, my clients all have my cell number. So if they need me after hours or on the weekend, which is usually when something happens, I'd rather them call me anyway than some 800 number. So
right.
because I can help them.
Right, and you find out what the problem is, and you're able to walk them through.
Yep.
Here's how we're going to take care of this, right?
Okay.
Because you've been in almost every situation, right? Not to quote another insurance company, but you've seen that.
Done that. Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
yeah. So I'm not an insurance expert, but you are. What's something that I don't know that I need to know about homeowners insurance?
I think one of the big surprises people have more than any other is how much their credit score affects also their price with insurance.
Really?
They don't realize that.
Really?
And it does. And if you think about it, and sometimes actually people have gotten kind of angry because maybe they have a very low score, which is interesting because it's, as you know, it's kind of difficult to buy a home if you have a low score like that. But they do for whatever reason. There's all kinds of reasons, certainly legitimate reasons that they have a low score. But the problem is the insurance companies maybe 20 years ago decided that was an element of what could really be a good price for a customer. So the thing is, you see those things on TV where you get 0% if you buy this car, 16 months 0%. Yeah. The only people that get 0% are the ones that have very high credit scores. The low credit scores are not gonna. And it's kind of very similar with home insurance. And it could be a difference of your price might be $2,000 a year, my price might be $500, simply because I've got a really good credit score.
Right.
So anyway, I think that's one of the biggest surprises people have. They go, why is it so high? And they get calling around, and that's the way it is with everybody.
So first off, thank you, Earl. I appreciate your time
absolutely.
today. Yeah, absolutely. So there are just a few of the questions that we deal with a lot of times with people when it comes to homeowners insurance. If you have questions, obviously you can give Earl a call. Again, Earl, what was your phone number?
865-851-9522.
And I'm happy to help you with the real estate process across the board as well, whether it's helping get financing, finding the home, helping you connect with people like Earl at AllState who can help you out. My name is, again, Matthew Parsons with Keller Williams. My phone number is 865-761-9797. Working hard to make the home selling and buying process smart, easy, and fun. Thank you for watching. God bless and have a good day.